Hi, you guys. Welcome back to Meaningful Motivations with Tracy Erickson. And of course, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Tracy Erickson, and in this video, I will be discussing the spiritual significance of flowers and basically how flowers can be a symbol or an omen from spirit, carrying a message. And we're also going to discuss Flower Clairsentience, which is basically how you can use flowers to do readings on people. So stay tuned. Humans love flowers. We have used flowers over the centuries as decoration, as perfume. We've used flowers to show that we care to people that we love. We use flowers in our traditions, such as weddings and funerals, and we even adorn our clothing with flowers from time to time. In Taschen's Book of Symbols, it says, flowers are the hallmark of spring. There is no surer sign of renewal in the world, of awakening and rebirth. The young budding shoots of violets, snowdrops, and crocuses push up even through impacted earth and late snows of winter's end. Delicate, fragrant cherry and apple blossoms signal anticipated fruits. Other flowers are themselves vegetation's radiant, culminating bloom. Their ephemeral blossoms have associated flowers with all the brilliant forms that quickly fade. The transitory soul, for example. And we also seem to think that flowers are so delicate, so fragile. But another point that's made in Taschen's Book of Symbols says, yet flowers are in truth remarkably resilient. Their aggressive roots invade rough, inauspicious soil. They assert their bright growth on the rocky banks of highways and out of asphalt cracks. Wildflowers gloriously latch onto walls and railings and fill jungles, deserts, and woods. Rare species of orchid thrive in swamps. Flowers are also important symbols across many of the world's religions. Christianity uses flowers to adorn chapels, signifying the resurrection of Jesus Christ. The lily is an often used symbol of chastity and can be seen in abundance during Easter festivities. Flowers are an integral component of Buddhism, representing the transience of life and underscoring the impermanence of all things. To this end, a prominent symbol among them is that of the lotus buds, a visual representation of enlightenment, allowing one's path towards spiritual awakening to be achieved with greater ease. In Hinduism, flowers are used for rituals and ceremonies such as puja and festivals. Each bloom has a unique significance associated with its color, in addition to spiritual connotations. Examples include the lotus flower, considered sacred, which represents purity, while red hibiscus blooms symbolize devotion offerings to Kali, the goddess of destruction. In Islam, flowers are not employed in religious ceremonies, but abound in Islamic art and architecture. The presence of flowers within its artistic medium represents the beauty of Allah's creation. When I take a look at flowers as a symbol or an omen from spirit, the first thing I notice is the color of the flower. So any flower can be represented by a particular color. And each of the colors can also correspond to one of the 7 major chakras of the human body. And each of those chakras actually correspond to different behaviors and to different attributes that chakra has. So the first thing I notice is the color. And then you can look more into the shape of the flower, how it grows, and even the behavior of the flower, and what types of insects are attracted to the particular flower that you're looking at. And the Society of American Florists even did a research study regarding the benefits of having flowers in the home. The Home Ecology of Flowers study at Harvard uncovered 3 main findings. Flowers feed compassion, flowers chase away anxieties, worries, and the blues, and living with flowers can provide a boost of energy, happiness, and enthusiasm at work. And a quote from a psychologist who is tied to this study says, "As a psychologist, I'm particularly intrigued to find that people who live with flowers report fewer episodes of anxiety and depressed feelings. Our results suggest that flowers have a positive impact on our well-being." The Society of American Florists also says, in theory, our industry knows that flowers make people happy. Through the years, SAF has taken it a step further with groundbreaking research studies in partnership with major universities and researchers in human emotion that scientifically prove that flowers have a positive effect on our emotional well-being. Not only is it beneficial to have flowers in the home, but it's also beneficial to send flowers to people who are sick or in the hospital, for instance, because it's also been shown that people who are ill actually heal faster when flowers are present. And according to youbloom.com, they state that people who receive flowers when sick get better faster, and people that receive yellow flowers get better even faster. After reading that people get better even faster if they receive yellow flowers, it made me wonder why that might be so. And I believe that it has a lot to do with the color yellow being a very happy color. So it kind of brightens up the room, and it's the color of the sunshine. So I do feel that just bringing in certain colors into your environment can certainly have different effects on your mood, including effects on your health. It's the same idea that I shared in a previous video about colors with you guys. You know how the Iowa Hawkeyes, the football team, their guest locker room is painted pink. And the reason why they decided to paint the locker room pink is because it's supposed to create this calming feeling. So it kind of makes it so that their rival team who is there to play them will be more docile and calm at the time of the start of the game. And it's also beneficial if you include flowers in your spiritual practice. So that might mean you place flowers on your altar, or you can even hold a flower during meditation and see how that flower might affect your spiritual practice. Flowers increase positivity and happiness, creates a calming atmosphere, and flowers can even deepen spiritual connection. It says flowers have been used in spiritual practices for centuries, and they have a special energy that can help you connect with the divine. Incorporating flowers into your spiritual practice can help you deepen your spiritual connection and cultivate a sense of inner peace and harmony. Using flowers in your spiritual practice brings me to the next topic, which is flower clairsentience. Flower clairsentience is like a psychometry reading, which I recently did a video about a couple of weeks ago. And basically, a psychometry reading is a reading that can be done by feeling the energy field of an inanimate object. So flower clairsentience is similar because you would read the energy field of the flower itself. And you can pick up on rather than the physical conditions like in psychometry. With flower clairsentience, you pick up more of the spiritual condition of the individual and more of the condition of the heart, because flowers connect with your heart chakra and the higher chakras. Before recording this video, I asked my husband to pick me out one flower that he felt drawn to. He brought me this because he felt like he needed to bring me more than one flower. So that was so very kind and thoughtful. But he told me that the flower he was drawn to that made him buy this particular bouquet was the sunflower. My first thought when I looked at the sunflower as the flower that he was drawn to is that it is yellow. And so again, it's that bright and happy color. Now, a sunflower particularly will move its head following the sun from east to west each and every day. So part of the essence of the sunflower is to always be facing the sun. To do a flower reading, it's just like the psychometry readings. So for the instructions on how to do a psychometry reading, you can definitely go back to my video called Psychometry 101, and that will tell you the steps that you should take in order to do a full reading on a flower that is presented to you from someone else. But just remember, the psychometry reading with inanimate objects will be more connected to the physical conditions. But a flower reading, since flowers connect to the heart chakra and higher, the flowers are more of a spiritual reading. The simplest form of the flower with the radial shape is a natural mandala, linking the flower symbolically with the wheel and eternal cosmic movement around a mystic and orienting center. The flower's hermaphroditic qualities suggest the joining of opposites in self-becoming, visible above, yet rooted in the invisible below. The flower symbolically bridges the manifest and unseen world, realms of latency and potentiality, and those of active generation. Well, that about wraps it up for this video. So if you like this video, be sure to click that like button for me. And of course, if you're a viewer but not yet a subscriber, I would love for you to click subscribe down below. And once you have subscribed, you can turn on the notifications bell if you would like to be notified each and every time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching and spending your time with me. I love you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.